Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Dark Sense here. We're reviewing Monday Night Raw for 10/28/24. Let's get into it. This is the Monday Night Raw right before Crown Jewel. So it started with main event Jey Uso. Came out Jimmy Uso. There was conversation, basically Jimmy or Jay was saying to Jimmy how if they do work together again alongside Roman, that they're gonna be their own people. He's gonna be no Yeet, he's gonna be Yeet, and they're gonna do their own thing. And Jay said that he'll for sure be there on Friday to talk to Roman and figure this out. It was already leaked that they do end up, throwing up the ones. So we're probably getting the new Bloodline versus the old Bloodline. It'll be Roman with the Usos versus the Tongas and Jacob and Solo or something. Jacob and the Tongas and Solo came out to basically attack the Usos. They were going to get a chair and beat him up. Jacob was going to do this crazy spot where he put like a chair over Jay's head and he was going to do the hip attack on him. Jay throws the chairs at Jacob, and then they brawl. They attack the Tongas, super kick both of them. They do what the Usos do. A little interesting that all it took was 2 Usos to take down 4 wrestlers for the new Bloodline, but it is what it is. I mean, they had a chair, so we'll see how it goes. So Adam Pearce told Dominic who his mystery opponent was. It was going to be Damian Priest of the former Judgment Day, which is a little interesting. I kind of expected it to be somebody else, but I guess not. I think it's a little interesting that Damian's even involved in all this when I think Dom should just fight whoever else. Like, yeah, I get it's a former world champ. I thought it was going to be that dude in the corner, but I guess not. So, yeah. Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser putting a banger. That was a really dope match. I liked it. Sheamus ends up picking up the win. Sammy doesn't trust Jimmy. That's, to be expected. Jay's kind of telling him, like, yo, like, we can trust him. And Sammy's like, I don't trust him. And Jay's like, bro, you're not even family, so. Gunther delivers a pretty cool promo. Basically says how Cody's like second rank to him, and that him and Ludwig Kaiser are gonna beat Randy and Cody on SmackDown. I think that's gonna happen. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Ivy Nile beat Zelina Vega with the help of the Creed brothers. American made. It was an okay match. It was whatever. Jimmy, still not done with the whole Sammy situation, says he's going to go find Sammy so he can talk to him. Seth Rollins comes out to the ring, basically calling out Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed's like, hey, I'm in the backstage parking lot, come find me. Seth is like, I bet I'm going. Hits a curb stomp onto Bronson on the hood of a car. Bronson Reed retaliates with a DVD, which is a Death Valley driver, from the top of a production truck onto a stack of tables down there. That was pretty crazy. The Miz was talking to American Alpha. Basically just trying to make peace with R-Truth, and Truth is like, yeah, man, we good. Truth sucker punches the Miz and basically tells him like, yo, like you deal with the White Six, like have fun with that, like you kind of put yourself into that situation. It was LWO versus War Raiders versus who did they fight? New Day, and Chad Gable got involved because he was pissed off that LWO beat American Made last week. So Chad Gable puts Rey Mysterio into the ankle lock down here. Literally has him tapping out here, and possibly taking off TV for a bit, giving the War Raiders the advantage to pick up the win and pin. I believe that is Kofi Kingston. Karrion Kross basically tells Miz to side with him or he's gonna break his legs. to help him versus the Y6. Like, they got to find Bo Dallas and they got to handle this situation. And Miz is like, well, I don't have any options because AOP is literally going to kill him. So, yeah. So, as this story still continues, as Jimmy is looking for Sami Zayn, I don't know if you guys can see it back there. It's kind of hazy. But Sami is talking to a certain new tribal chief. You can still kind of see it in the background right there. Sort of took a photo right there, but it's literally right there. Solo and Sami kind of conversating. And Sami's like kind of agreeing with what Solo has to say. So my theory is Sami is telling Solo like, hey, you should you should leave your new group and you should join back up with Roman and the Usos. Or Solo's trying to recruit Sami for that, cause he's like, hey, like they said, I'm not a part of their family, Us. Even though I'm an honorary Us, but yeah, I don't know. And then Jay and Jimmy were just like, see, like he's not even family. Like this is our situation with Roman. We gotta handle. Craziest moment of the night. Dominic Mysterio pins Damian Priest. He rolls him up. Obviously, Judgment Day shenanigans. Dom said he didn't want any help. He didn't want anybody involved. Obviously, JD McDonough and Carlito didn't listen. Liv Morgan and Raquel came out. The only person that did not come out was Finn Balor. So I'm a little intrigued about how the situation is going to go. Maybe it's going to be a situation of Balor's like, hey, like you told us not to go, so I didn't even bother being out there. Or if it's a situation where Dom, Liv, and Raquel are like pissed off at Finn, so they just end up leaving the group and forming their own little thing. I think JD's still going to side with Balor. And then Carlito probably might go off and do his own thing. But then the show basically ended with this. They're all happy. Dom cheering like, hey, I got the win over Priest. And then Priest beats the hell out of Dom. So I'm not sure if they're going to do the angle where Dom's like physically unable to compete and he's not able to get his title opportunity or what. I saw something that I think this Friday or like next Friday or something, it's gonna be Dom and Seth. So maybe Dom puts up his world title opportunity, and Seth gains it, or something like that, and then Seth goes for the belt against Gunther. That way you can rekindle Seth and Damian that way a little easier. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of Monday Night Raw down below. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Later, y'all.